I have experienced ego death of some sort over the past weekend to this weekend, or another layer of it. As you all know, this is a one-man operation I run, and it is very, very difficult to find the perfect balance for what I want to do here. And for a while, the biggest bottleneck I've felt in terms of my systems that I have for the channel since getting 1,000 subscribers is I wish I could upload more long forms. For those of you who have been here a while, when I first started streaming like 6 months ago, I like never uploaded any videos on my channel. It was like all streams all the time. I've been really good about pretty early on. I also started making shorts for every single stream. Like every single stream, I always made a short. But the greatest weakness of my channel so far is I don't really post videos that much. Suffice to say, I'm really proud of my frequency with doing lives 5 days a week, doing shorts also 5 days a week, basically, since I do it for every live. What I'm not happy with, and having talked to Quinn, who's experienced a lot more success in the long form department on YouTube, there's like a whole section of YouTube. And for any of you who have been on YouTube long, you know that videos is kind of the main section. It's kind of the main thing. I'm trying to get to 1,000 total hours streamed before like frickin' May of next year. So I started streaming basically 5 days a week back in May 16th. I'm already at 535 hours stream, and we're at roughly 6 months of my first year of streaming. So I'm on track to stream 1,000 hours. Now, part of what I have learned from the frequency of sticking to this schedule is I've already become a lot more of like the kind of streamer I want to be from just like 500 hours. So I think I want to reallocate a lot of my bandwidth into doing what I know what I actually need to do to like aggressively grow this channel as much as possible. Because if you're unfamiliar, I want this to be my job. And in a lot of ways, I'm already treating it as such, but like we got 1K subs, but it's not enough. And I know the only true, like in terms of like the numbers and input and frequency, the only thing I truly have control over is the frequency of how often I upload. So that being said, that has been a whole diatribe. That's where my brain has been at. If it seemed like throughout like the last few weeks of streams since I've reached 1,000 subscribers, I kind of have something going on in the background. That's kind of what's been in the background. I feel like I've been meditating, trying to figure out what the next move needs to be. So this week, and I'm not going to say it's the new thing going forward because I've done that before in the past and then like I end up falling back on it. But this week, I am going to try to get an upload from every stream this week. I'm going to rip like a super easy video just to have like an upload for each stream. And then also it'll be nice for any new viewers or old viewers when you just want to watch like a quick thing from a stream that was months ago. You'll be able to do that. Because the thing about a lot of my earlier lives, since I wasn't uploading long forms of them, they're kind of lost to time. They're lost to time unless you explicitly go back and scrub through the VOD. What is this song right now? Shout out Rays of Light on Scorched Earth by DJ Cutman Volume 4. Also shout out Game Chops for always having music. I don't know why this one is lyric. Sorry, what was I talking about? This week, I'm calling it the 5x5x5. 5 streams, which I've already been doing. 5 shorts, which I've already been doing. But now, 5 videos. And some of you may be watching right now like, TJ, you're going to die. But that's not what this is about. It's about figuring out how to reallocate my current resources as one person, as one creator, to figure out a way to make this strategy work. It's not about the streams being perfect. It's not about the shorts being perfect. And for a long time, a mental block I've had is I've been wanting these long forms to be perfect, but I just can't. I can't do it. So that is my update. I lost you, but good luck on that. That's okay. You don't have to see the vision. Just stick around and you'll see. I hope you don't die. Thanks, Speedrunning Legend. Anyway, so that's all to say. My sole goal for this stream, I've been bad about this. I feel like one of the strengths of my earlier streams, no, these are videos. Don't watch those unless you want to. I like when I have overarching arcs to what I'm streaming. But I think beyond that, what I want to get better about, and something I've talked to Quinn about, is I want each stream to have a goal, something to hook me in and just like keep me like on track and on the straight and narrow. So my only goal for this stream is to beat 2D. If I beat 2D and there's other stuff that we want to happen, we will continue. But if I beat 2D and I feel like I've kind of reached my maximum fucking bandwidth mentally, and I feel like I'd have more value from like ending stream and fucking editing a video, I'm gonna do that. I also think it'll help because if I have a concrete goal for every stream, it'll just rev up my energy more. It'll rev up chat's energy more. I think it'll just give everything a little more cohesion that it's been missing. I like to space my uploads by how much I worked on them. Like ones I want to have more views, I don't upload for longer after the release. Yeah, I think there's a lot of different strategies you can go for. I think since I'm a stream first streamer, I really am just trying to like lean into the slop factor of it. And I think I can also be a chronic perfectionist. And for those of you who don't know, my earliest uploads, like when I finally broke the seal on being able to upload videos, like this arc of my YouTube channel, when I was just uploading sketches, I was going for daily uploads. And they're by no means like very good videos or anything, but that's not the point. It just increased my freaking frequency. It's funny to like look back at like what my natural intuition was telling me 4 years ago. And I'm just finding myself in another ego trap of like, yeah, the same thing needs to happen again. The same thing I was trying to push past and overcome 4 years ago is the same thing I'm trying to push past now. Where like I have a certain preconceived notion of what these long form videos need to be, when really they just need to be like another way to surface what people are already enjoying and what we're building together here in the live section. I'm really proud of what we're doing on the stream. I just want to increase and support other avenues for people to find it. Loving how the thumbnails have evolved. Yeah, me too, SKW Slice. It's really cool. Like that's the other thing. And Quinn and I have talked about this. Like one of my favorite things, funnily enough, is to make thumbnails. And I know I don't have the most polished thumbnails, but I like kind of the scuffed nature of my own thumbnails. And hopefully this is inspiring for some people. Like I used to be so bad at thumbnails because I'm sure there are some people who see my current thumbnails and they're just like not impressed. But if you see where my literal starting point was, I've gotten a lot better at them. So yeah, I'm excited. Sexy door. Yeah, if you want some true just like creative mania, go back and watch my old videos. I didn't know what I was doing, man. I was just like, I just desperately wanted to start posting YouTube videos and I was trying to get out of my own way. So I was literally just like, if I had an idea, I'd send it. So like, yeah, that sexy door video, I was really just like, what if I just made a sketch where I was talking about how my door is sexy? And then I ripped it and I didn't overthink it. So all that's to say, y'all, a big part of like my vision for this channel, man, I really want to get to a place where I have like daily uploads in the videos section. So that's what this next move is. I think if I'm smart about it, I can actually scale to that point pretty quickly. I just need to like not overthink it. So that's what this week is for. We will see how this week goes. And if this week is like a nightmare for my time and energy, if it wreaks havoc on the stream and the streams start to suffer because of it, like obviously we'll reassess. But this is my dry run of trying to upload basically every day in this section as well. I'm already doing that in the live and short section, but I want to do in the videos section. Also for Celeste, adding a Celeste dialogue box is really well for some reason, like Madeline saying something funny. I think that's great, Samara. I'll be honest, my goal for these daily uploads is not thinking about like the perfect way to do this. And I think like a lot of us creators fall into that. Like they're just like, okay, how do I optimize my titles? How do I optimize my thumbnails? That's not my goal for this. My goal is purely upload frequency and what I'm able to learn and grow in terms of my intuition of what I actually need to do to get that frequency. I think it's very easy for a lot of us to get super heady and very like analytical. And honestly, my challenge by trying to see this through is to completely untether myself from that. That being said, I don't doubt that there are probably like tips and tricks for certain niches, all that stuff. I kind of want to defy all that right now for what I'm trying to do in this moment.